Okay, in this video, I'm going to show how to get directly from start, which is the radiation suppression chamber, to the first safe room, which is this little room off of R&D. We are going to bypass almost all optional content at this point, with the exception of the observation room. Because until you reach the safe room, every time you die, all optional stuff, all looting that you've done up until your death will have to be redone. And because absolutely none of it will save. And you don't want to redo all that. So it's extremely easy to die in this game. So I'm going to get you to the first safe room. That is the best thing to prioritize in the very beginning, so that then you can start saving all of your loot and what you've done and weapons you've collected and all that good stuff. And once you save, then you'll have a little more confidence to go out and explore and try some new stuff and do some new stuff and stuff like that. So check the description for timestamps, because I'll mark the game mechanics as they pop up, and the key items that are needed to get where we're going, such as the Maternity Ward Level 2 key in order to get over there. First off, I am playing with a headset, so I am turning a lot of this down because it's very loud for me, and I can turn it down to a degree on my end, but the game is still, it's harder to hear through the recording if I turn it down. So, but you'll notice that turning music from 100 to 95 basically turns it off. So if you don't hear music or anything like in my game, it's because this is sort of broken. The same is true for the master audio and voices as well. So keep that in mind. But I am playing on a headset. If you're not playing with a headset, you probably don't have to worry about it. Just turn your TV down. It'll be fine. But see voices? Oh, his is actually working. Okay, I'll keep that to 40, or to 90. Okay. Okay, so here we go. If you've ever played a Resident Evil game, there are a few similarities. Triangle will bring up your inventory, and R1 will show you all of the available recipes in the game for combining items. So the two pill bottles that we just picked up, the red pill and the blue pill, I'm going to go ahead and combine them, because you cannot use them individually. I can't just use like blue pills, or I can use red pills, it looks like, medicine that restores a small amount of health, but you cannot use blue pills by itself. It can only be used to combine. So I am going to hit X, combine, move the D-pad over to the other one, confirm, and is combined into purple pills. And it restores, I think, about, I don't know, I want to say 20, but I'm not sure. But there's your health right there on the back of her arm. And then we're also going to grab the flashlight on the way out, which you can turn on and off with R1. Turn off. And then we are going to do a little bit of looting here. And we're going to craft one more thing. Mites are upgrade currency.
Please make your way to the storage facility. Your safety is of the utmost importance. Warning. Containment measures failed.
In the armory, you use mites to upgrade your weapons with ammo counts, ammo capacity, reload speed, damage, stuff like that. So you want to be sure to collect all of the mites that you come across anywhere. Those are very, very important. And then copper. More mites. Combined with red serpentine, will give us 10 pistol ammo, which we obviously don't have a gun yet, but we will very soon. And I think that's it that's back here. Okay, so once we hit the button it's going to trigger an encounter with our first dinosaurs, and we're going to run. She does have 2 running speeds with L3. She has the jog, and then if you hit L3 again, she runs faster. Now, in the moment, I don't know if I've hit once or twice for these dinosaurs, but the game will tell you to run with L3, so it might trigger straight into the sprint. Doors, not like this one, but, and I will point it out when we hit the type of door. It's sort of a double swing door into the lobby. Well, it's not the lobby area, it's whatever it's called. The waiting room. You don't actually have to interact to open them. If you're running, the door will just slam open when she hits it. So I'll point that out. I'll point that out when we get there, because it probably means nothing right now. Okay. Interact. Alright, I'm going to turn the game around, and she ran automatically, so it wasn't, you didn't have to worry about the jog. And the doors are opening automatically. But this, you do not have to hit X to interact. There's probably music going on that's... yeah. Audio that I'm missing because I turned part of it down, but... Not sure where she tucked that.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Due to the evacuation protocol that has come into effect, all communications channels will now be opened.
Hello?
Violet? Violet! Oh my god. I thought you were dead. Can you hear me?
Jason? Where are you? What is happening?
Are you okay?
Everyone's dead.
Violet, calm down and listen to me.
They have me locked in the incubator in the preservation lab.
I don't know what that is.
I know. I can't get out. I need you to find where I am and get me out so we can get out of here.
I don't know. I'm scared. Those things killed everyone.
I know, but please, listen to me.
When all is lost, we don't cower. We don't whimper. We don't crawl away defeated. We stand our ground and face the adversary before us. Whether we win or lose, we fight with everything we have. We don't give up.
Okay. Tell me where I need to go.
Okay. So now she's picked up a weapon, and that can only be found in inventory because nothing's been equipped yet. So if you hit your D-pads, nothing will actually be there. So go into inventory. We're going to select it, and we're going to put it in a shortcut spot. Put it in whichever one you want. Doesn't matter. And then we're going to go ahead and reload some pistol ammo into it. with square. And then grab this frag grenade. There's some other loot around, but I'm just gonna ignore it for like right now. 53. Maybe we'll take these pills since apparently I got clipped. 93, so it's 40. They do give you 40. I'm gonna grab these blue pills. I'm gonna grab this copper. I'm gonna ignore the charcoal because charcoal is used to make an antidote. It's all it's used for, and there's no poison between here and the safe room. So I'm gonna save myself an inventory slot and not pick that up. And then anything else, if we die, we have to pick it up anyway. So I'm just gonna leave it for now. Alright, there are 2 dinosaurs in here. And I'm gonna lure them to here. And you can, it should actually break the glass. It usually breaks the glass. Okay, so now, equip. Get back from the door or you're gonna die. Hopefully that will help take some of them out. There's only 2 in there, but hopefully that'll get one or both, hopefully. It looks like it got both. Yes, it got both. Good. Alright, I'll take some steel, although I don't think I needed it. Steel is shotgun ammo? No. Rifle ammo. Oh no, tourniquet. Well, tourniquet and rifle ammo. Rifle ammo is no good to us right now because we won't have a rifle anytime soon. But the tourniquet we can use. Okay, red pills. Some more mites. And then what I really came in here for is this tourniquet right here. The best way early on to fight the dinosaurs is what I did through the windows. That's just the safest way to do it. But if you accidentally get too close, you saw them clipping through the door, they can damage you through the door. So the tourniquet is the way you stop the bleeding, which they can inflict if they catch you. Sometimes you'll bleed, sometimes you don't. It's like a 40% chance of them inflicting bleed, depending on like the hit or something like that. So you want the tourniquet because it's really the only way to stop the bleeding. You can't just use pills to stop the bleeding. You need the tourniquet or a med kit, which we're actually going to make here as well. So we're going to grab the antiseptic. An antiseptic mixed with bandages, which I did not pick up. We'll go grab those. Pistol ammo. I don't think there's straight up bandages in this room, but we'll go get them because they're in the closet, in that earlier closet. And I do not have to hit interact if I'm running. So you don't have to worry about that. If you're panicking and running from a dinosaur. Alright, bandages. So now if we combine antiseptic and bandages, we can make ourselves a med kit. Combine. And a med kit restores health and stops bleeding. So now we have 2 different ways of stopping bleeding. And that is the only reason that I did the observation room. If we die before getting to the safe room, anywhere between here and the safe room, I will have to redo the observation room and get these medical supplies again. So that is why I went ahead and grabbed them. I'll grab a few more mites. Grab that. Although, the only reason I did that is because you probably won't find it. So, it's not something you normally come across. So I figured I would grab that on the video. But normally, I'm not going to worry about that kind of stuff right now. Okay, so when I open this door, This in and of itself doesn't do anything except make a noise if you cross through it. But it won't hurt you. Like, it doesn't trigger anything. It does make a noise, though, and that noise can alert any dinosaur in the general area. So unless you want to fight a dinosaur or you know there's none around, just do your best to sort of walk around them. You can also shoot them out, but keep in mind that a gunshot will alert a dinosaur as well. Now, we are going up the South Corridor, and we're going to go left because we have to get a key in here to go to the Maternity Ward Level 2. And I am against all common sense. We're going to run. Because sometimes there's a dinosaur in this room and sometimes there's not. And running will actually get us, like, around before he even knows, like, what's going on. So if he's here at all. Which it doesn't sound like he is here. If I hadn't stopped to turn around, like if I had just run, then it would have been fine. But I stopped to turn around to sort of, like, demonstrate. And that was my fault. Alright, let's kill him through the glass. Do not get too close to the door. And see, I'm at 48, but I'm not bleeding, which surprises me. So let's go ahead and combine. So we're back up. Okay. But if you run, you might say to yourself, oh, I'm not going to run because she... If I had just, like, not turned around and slowed down and just gone for it, you're usually fine. Alright, now... In this room are a bunch of baby dinosaurs. I'm not gonna lie. They're obnoxious as hell. Simply because they're fast. There's no aim snap-on or anything like that. The game says there's an aim assist, but I have not visually seen it work, and I have not felt it work through the controller. There's no pull. Normally, when there's an aim assist, you can sort of, if you're looking the wrong way and you aim, you can feel the controller sort of move the reticle to center mass. That doesn't happen here. So don't count on any of that. But we're just here for a key. That's all we're here for. Which is in this center room. More steel. That's it. So I'm not going to run because there are others in the bathroom area. But we're just here for the Maternity Ward Level 2 key. Because there's more down there in the bathroom. And I do recommend coming back and going into that bathroom. Because you can get like 2,000 mites in there for upgrades. So you definitely want to go back. But I would only do it after you know you can save so that you don't have to go back and get them again. Because the baby dinosaurs, one of them, it's going to take a lot for it to kill you. When there's 6 of them, they can kill you pretty quick. So just be aware. Alright, so now we're going across there. Do I have the ability to make more? Yes. Combine with red serpentine for a little bit more ammunition. Why that didn't register, I have no idea. I am not expecting one. That one that we've already killed is usually the only one I ever see here. Alright. So we should be fine now. Okay, so we just got into Maternity Ward Level 2, and we just cut through the first southern room there. That is the safe room right there. But we can't get in until we remove the lasers. So we're going to grab the black light. This gear pouch will increase your inventory space. However, I do recommend not picking it up until you're ready to save the game. Because I have picked it up and then I've died out there. And when I respawned in, the gear pouch did not respawn in with it. I could not get the gear pouch back at all. Like, no matter what I did, no matter how many times I died, reset, anything. I had to delete the game and start over. So, just to be on the safe side, I recommend not picking up the gear pouch until that room is unlocked. Because you don't want... there's no enemies between here and what we need to do. But if you die to a glitch at all, there's a really good chance that gear pouch will be gone. At least these early versions at least. I don't know if they'll fix that, but... So we're just going to get that door open, and then we'll pick it up to be safe. Alright, so you need the black light for that. Okay, stand up. I meant for you to stand up. Thank you. We're going to get as far as we can, which is this area. And then we're going to turn the lasers off. I can aim. There we go. Okay. So here's the suit that the guy told us to come get. The smart suit. And because I turned like the music down, there's no audio in this part at all. So that's okay. Oh, and I think that's because the voices. Because you should be having a conversation with that guy on the radio again.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's actually a...
Prototypes.
Yeah, there it is.
We just received these a few days ago for testing. I hadn't got a chance to put them through the paces yet.
Alright, gear pouch.
Better than nothing, I guess.
Now we have way better
Definitely
inventory.
Too tight, though.
All right. I'll mark the exit on your map. Be careful.
Alright, so this telephone is how you can save. You know you've saved because you'll hear the phone ring, air quote ring, and then down in the bottom right, it'll do the DNA signal that they have for autosave, so right there. So there you go. That is how to get from start to the first save room, and now you're off and exploring. I do recommend going back, making sure that you have all of the loot in the earlier areas. Clear this out. Definitely come back. There's a shotgun up in security that I might do a video for, but it's safer starting from here. So now that you've saved, you don't have to redo anything up until this point. So there you go.